Hello lovelies, it's Lex and I have another speed build for you here today. So I saw a few people have been building these little tiny homes and I decided that I would go ahead and give it a try. Usually I like to build in a smaller space anyway, so I thought that this would be a good little challenge for me to try here. I didn't give myself any limits for how much money I was going to spend, so it ended up being like a lot more money than a usual starter would be since it's small, but a lot of that has to do with the just specific furniture I used, because since it is a small house, I wanted to use like a nicer single bed, and there is a lot nicer plants out front than I would use on like a regular starter house. Also, I wish that there were lots smaller than the one that I'm using, because since it is a tiny house, since it's on a lot, I mean the lot that I'm on, I believe, is only a 15 by 15 maybe, or it might be a 20 by 20, but it's a very small lot to begin with, but it still looks like it's just like swimming in space because the house itself is so tiny. So I'm pretty sure it ended up being 4 spaces wide, and I'm not totally sure how many spaces long it is. Maybe 8? 7 or 8? I don't know. You can count if you feel like counting, but I'm not going to talk through this whole video, but the house is play tested if you guys were curious. I didn't have any problems with anything. I did put a little bit of stuff out on the deck as well, because since the inside is so small, but we end up having our separate bathroom, a kind of separate bedroom, but not really. There is a kitchen area, there is a study slash living room area, there is a chess table, a meditation thingy, an art easel, a guitar, a full, I don't want to say a full kitchen, but a stove and a full-size fridge. So there isn't like anything lacking kitchen-wise, I guess, except for some counter space. And the only thing I did that I guess is a little bit different than what some other people have been doing is, instead of putting in like a dining table, I just used the island counters instead. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this speed build. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please feel free to leave me suggestions in the comments below for any Sims builds you'd like to see, any other games you'd like to see, any questions you have about building or sim stuff or game stuff or whatever you want to tell me, because I really like to read comments. And I will see everybody in the next video.